to today's program. We have a little bit of a different setup. We're gonna chat about everything going on around the world, some of the awesome news on our channel. You are on God TLC Car Ride. We are a little bit back to normal here, as you all know. I just got this vehicle, electric hybrid, just a few days ago, resetting everything up from cameras, lights, and tripods, and chargers, batteries, everything here. So this is sort of like its own studio. It really is. And we have the infinity roof activated. We are using all natural light with some side lights as well. Professional setup, and I always see someone on a scooter. I didn't know scooters were that popular, where people pay per mile or pay per minute or something. Every day I see at least one of those. So I'm so happy that we got a little bit of a regulated system here. And the previous streams, whether that be on God TLC Car Ride, which we did one episode of yesterday's stream, check that out because you just got a little bit of a different camera angle as I keep on rebuilding the studio that was already built and all the infrastructure, setting everything up. I also had a lot of fun with you all on God TLC and Chill. Very awesome episode. Got to meet many of you, and wow, thank you all for subscribing. We are getting closer and closer to 1,000 subscribers. Yes, and just right around the corner of 700, and that number is just skyrocketing. Every time we go live, you all are showing a massive support. I'm learning so much about your community, where you're from, and sharing some of my information as well. As you all know, I plugged some subscribers out yesterday. I do go visit other streams. I do collaborate and join other streams. And anytime I see that someone is doing something positive out in the world, I will plug you. So if you have something you're working on, let me know, and I will do my very best to either shout you out here on God TLC Ride Along Car Ride or God TLC and Chill. As you all know, we have a podcast that I do suggest everyone listen to, Tech That Builds Wealth, where I host and show you how to make money with the technology that you already own at your fingertips. There's so much going on this week, everyone. I'm just driving by a section of town, really the only section of town that's dedicated to the Latin, right? That's why they're calling Latinos and Latinas now. There's a Latin X term, and many Latinos and Latinas have said, we don't like that. I mean, don't, who made a funny joke? I think it was Gabriel Iglesias and Conan. They're talking about the term Latinx and saying, yeah, the only time you ever use X is either with Twitter nowadays, or if I'm talking about a previous relationship. Like, who came up with this Latinx thing? And it's just like they're coming up with these different terms to identify a whole group of people. I know that the term Hispanic was created by Nixon's administration, right? Him not even representing the culture, telling other people how they should identify. So it's just really how you identify is very unique. I want you all to drop in the chats and comments. How do you identify? Because you have presidents who don't even represent your culture, telling you this is the term you better use on applications, and this is what you are, and you don't have to subscribe to that. You have to fill that checklist. And then nowadays, Latino, Latina has turned into Latinx, and there's been a huge fight in the community saying we're not going to use that term. What the hell is that? No. And who's making these decisions? Social media saying that now all of a sudden there's going to be a wave of change of identity? No. And now, since there's been a fight with the terms like transitioning from Latino, Latina to Latinx, whatever that is, they've come up with Latin. And the reason they do that is because in the English language, it isn't as specific to gender, meaning like if, let's say, I don't know, Hispanic isn't necessarily like a polemic term. It's an English term. Even, it doesn't mean Hispaniola. It doesn't mean that country anymore. That country doesn't exist, right? When the Dominican Republic and Haiti were under Spanish colonization, that doesn't exist, Hispaniola. Hispanic was created by Nixon and his administration. So a white president telling everyone else, "Hey, you all look a little different. Some of you are this color and that color, and Wow, so many people from so many different areas. But I mean, Mexican Spanish is the same as Dominican Spanish, and you are all the same. You're all a bunch of Hispanics. You know, it's disrespectful, and it is appropriation in a way. It is also a form of colonization, right? You're telling, I mean, that's like telling, hey, everyone, on the consensus form nowadays, let's say Asians, we're gonna call you, we're gonna change the term Asians to something else, and I'm not gonna come up with terms, whatever. Everyone identifies differently. Like I've had friends tell me, no, we don't really use that Asian term. Like I guess, I mean, that's Asia's the continent, but I mean to say walk around and say Asian, like know where you come from, learn about your roots, but don't let other people identify you, correct them. I mean, Medea said that best, right? You all know who Medea is. Tyler Perry, you have to know who you are to know where you are going. So, nowadays I'm seeing the word Latin everywhere. And I'm like, Latin what? You're tying something? Latin? Like, okay, who came up with that? I so let me know in the comments and chats, what do you all subscribe to? And the terms that like are by the people and for the people are ones that, hey, those have more weight to them. Like the term boricua by Puerto Ricans, like they'll let you know they're boricua, or the term chicano, right? Like this is another term. If they have such a problem with Latino and Latina, do they also have a problem with Chicano and Chicana? Because uh, that's very gender terminology that reflects gender. You're either a Chicano male or Chicana female. So are they going to change that to Chicane, just like they changed Latino and Latina to Latin? And who's making these decisions, everyone? This is a deep one today on God TLC and Car Ride. These are all very serious topics, but at the end of the day, laugh. Don't get upset, just laugh. They want you upset. They want you hunched over and furrowing your eyebrows and breathing heavy air, and that takes life away from your ears. So I tell you, laugh. This is all funny stuff. I can disagree all I want, but I'm going to laugh at the end of it all. Like, I've always find those debates the funniest when they're like going back and forth, and one person is just like, not the jokester, but the one who's saying, "Oh, this is fluff. This is what we're debating about. Our bodies are composed of mostly water, and we need water to survive. And we're debating about this or that. I mean, we should be trying to solve the world's problems of hunger and thirst, and how to get water to everyone around the world. Potable water is that. So you all know I'd study freshwater science, and I don't know if I've published the stream or not, but I did participate in a panel where I discussed my one of my experiences with one of the board members who thought that they could make the decision whether or not I would participate. And I've always been very passionate to make sure we allocate proper resources and build equity in the community. You all know this. Make sure to subscribe and like. Why would you subscribe? Well, when we reach 1,000 subscribers, we will have a drop party rewards. One of you lucky subscribers will win. I will take all of your names that I will pull from the subscriber list, and I will put that into the random generator. It's going to choose one name from you all, and it'll let me know who won the very first award party here on God Tender Loving Care. That's at 1,000 subscribers. So make sure you all subscribe. The faster we can get to 1,000, the closer, the sooner we're going to have that party. I'm going to contact you and let you know how you won, what you won based on the votes from the streams. You're all sending me different ideas, and I've got a list going on, everyone. I got tabs. So thank you all for joining today. Yes, Eli, I am parked now. I can talk to you. What's up, Eli? Ellie? Nixon created the word Hispanic. Please tell me you're not that dumb. Look it up. Nixon's administration created the term Hispanic, buddy, around the 70s and 80s. I mean, tell me you're not that dumb that you didn't know that. Look it up. Well, where do you think that term comes from? You think I would just say someone's random name? Look at this channel. Look how reputable we are. Radio, podcast. Did you see the books in the library that I am constructing? Did you see those in the home lab? This is serious talk. I mean, I wrote an entire research article that won many, many publications on this topic. Ellie, I know you probably are like, no, that can't be true. That's dumb. He's just talking fluff. No, it's true. It's very true. As Kurt Angle says, it's damn true. And you're saying Latin X laughing my butt off. Yeah, okay, awesome. Maybe some light. Wildflower said something, mod. And Wildflower saying something about Trump, whatever. CMP says, hi, what's up, CMP? Thank you for your positivity. Make sure to subscribe and like. Every subscriber gets us a little closer to having that party. Celebrate good times so we can have the party. And if you're thinking, I'm not going to tell my friends or family about this, they're not going to subscribe, so they don't win the awards. That's selfish. The closer, even if they win, we're not going to have that party until we reach 1,000 subscribers. And if they win and you don't, well, we're going to have another one at 2,000. So let's get the ball rolling, everyone. You're all doing an awesome job. Thank you all for your positivity. I will see you all later, maybe on a God TLC car ride along, or God TLC and chill, or maybe on the podcast. Jesus King on top. What's up? Subscribe. I'm just ending the stream right now. Just got the mail. Let's see what we got in the mail. Yes, DJ. Go DJ. That's my DJ. Talking business. Making way for runway. Peace. Subscribe.